Luke, I think your facial expression here to me now says it all. Bitterly disappointed with the end result there for you.
Yeah, massively. Especially when, to be honest, they're not the best team that we've played against this season, and I thought we dominated massive parts of the game. Maybe just before half time, I think they got on top a little bit, and then and apart from the goal, which was sloppy, they didn't really have much, and Mazda didn't really get tested. So yeah, we should have done better. You know, there's no real excuses for today.
If there's a time you don't want to concede, it's just before half time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a massive. Everyone knows that before half time, if you concede or you score, it's massive for the game, and it gives you a mountain to climb. So it was a bad time to concede, and they was on top then as well. So we made it hard for ourselves.
Individual errors, was that the result of that goal?
Nico's admitted he slipped, but the pitch is not in the best shape. But yeah, it was a bit of a sloppy goal, and on another day, similar to the one at Kettering last week, the late goal, 9 times out of 10 he would have got cleared. But unfortunate for him, he didn't. He slipped, and he put it in a simple finish for him.
A bright start for your side in the first half, tailed off maybe towards the end of that first half, but in the second half, a side that showed a lot of possession, a lot of territory, but just not that end product. Yeah,
that's it exactly. That's it in a nutshell, really. Getting into good areas, producing good things, putting the ball into the right areas, but the end product, the cross or the shot was not up to scratch.
That pitch out there, Carl Perry spoke to me already about the conditions he had to face up front. What about from a defensive point of view? He described the pitch as one of the worst that he's played on.
Yeah, without a doubt. Obviously, it's not good. I mean, it's nobody's fault. The weather's not helped, but it just it killed it a lot of time, especially at the back. It's hard because the slightest slip, and you can let the striker in and have a chance. So it's difficult all over the pitch. It's just heavy, and it makes the 90 minutes even harder because it's such a heavy pitch on your legs.
Looking at where you are now, okay, 10 points away from 5th place, but with only 15 points now remaining. Where's your promotion charge?
I've just got to keep doing whatever we focus on ourselves and take every game as it comes, and just always trying to get as many points on the board as we can, and it's about personal pride now, isn't it? Anyway, we want to obviously finish the season on a high, not just for us, but for his families and for the fans and stuff. So yeah, we just want to go out there and win as many games as we can between now and the end of the season. That's it.
I don't think anyone would ever question your professionalism in terms of trying to win every game until now to the end of the season, but realistically, Luke, promotion maybe will have to wait for next season, won't it?
Well, like I said, there's still 5 games to play. It's looking doubtful, yeah. But obviously, we just got to concentrate on those. Like I said, it's not over until the last game of the season, or until it's mathematically impossible for us to get in there. And it's as simple as that.
And what about Cambridge on Monday? Heavy pitch out there. Legs will be tired tonight, won't they? It's about getting a recovery session in and getting back on the pitch and aiming for another 3 points, or 3 points that you can take with you. Yeah,
got to bounce back now. Yeah, we've got to, like I said, there are positives we can take from today's game. I'm sure anybody who watched today can admit that there were good things throughout the game. Wrexham are a big club and a good footballing side, and we dominated I'd say at least an hour of the game really. So it'd be a different test on Monday, but I think if we go about as business right and we recover well, we get 3 points, and it's it'd be nice to bounce back. It'd be nice for the club and for the lads.
Still a fighting spirit in that changing room, or a lot of subdued heads when they walked off at full time?
Yeah, of course, just because we're disappointed, and I think the nature of the game made it even harder because they weren't the best. They never seemed to threaten that much, and they didn't seem, we thought we were comfortable at one point, but that's sometimes when you get caught out. So obviously the lads are disappointed, but also there's hunger there now to go and get 3 points on Monday.
Thank you, Luke.
Cheers.
You said it yourself, disappointing, but we can't dwell on it too long because we kick again in 2 days. But back to this match, the conditions, the pitch is had enough. It's tough to play on, but you can go to the officials then. But like you say, it's excuses at the end of the day. We weren't good enough, we weren't clinical enough in front of goal. We've made a mistake again. It's cost us. They've scored 1 goal, and that's won the game. Yeah.
2 halves, 2 different performances. In the first half, would it be fair to say Wrexham had the upper hand, but in that second half, your performance, your team's performance, goals could have gone in, couldn't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that. I'd say percentage-wise, we had the ball more in the first half as well. But like I say, they've got the goal. They've got the 3 points when it's counted. We're creating more opportunities in the second half, but they've defended as a unit and kept a clean sheet, and that's what wins games at this level.
Now, I know you're a player who doesn't want to make excuses, but you've mentioned it to me already today about the pitch. It is hard to play on a surface that cuts up like that, especially in the second half.
Yeah, I'd go on record saying this is probably the worst I've ever played on. This is in the middle. It's worse than a pig's field. Pigs wouldn't even be happy with that. like you say, you get conditions. They had to play in it as well, and they're buzzing, they're going on. But we're disappointed. But it's just one of them things. You can't dwell on it. We'll take our attitude now, pick it up, and go into Cambridge and hopefully smash them in.
And personally for you today, how do you think you went?
I've worked hard again. I've done what I can. I've put Spate in a few times. I've put a few balls in, held it up. It's like I say, just get frustrating when you're on your own up top and you haven't got much going on around you. And early on in the season, I was getting my chances come, but now they're few and far between. So in that aspects, you've just got to understand that you're doing a different role. The gaffer said to me before the game, I said the kind of same thing, and he says, "Well, if Rooney can do it, you can do it." So can't make no excuses, can I? But yeah, it's one of them things.
10 points the gap this evening between you and 5th place. 15 points available for this side to pick up. You want to win every game, that's understandable as a professional footballer, but in terms of promotion for this season, is it over?
I'll always say never, but realistically, you're fighting a losing battle, aren't you, really? It's one of the things now where you've just got to get your personal goals, personal targets, and impress, really, because the competition in the dressing room, there's a few lads who are left out again and they're disappointed, so you just got to try and, it's ruthless, to be honest. The gaffer's ruthless. You've got to impress at every game because if you're down, you'll be out.
Thank you, Carl, for your time.
Cheers, lads, thank you.